I don't supposed to be sharing this with y'all. I know it could like basically affect a lot of things that basically is going on in the case. Young Dolph was somebody who a lot of people looked up to. This video is gonna literally be considered on the entry of Big Jook, Govan, Yo Gotti, Black Youngster. That was the black challenger that was basically the cleanup job. If anybody would have not been able to hop back in a white car, they already had cars to basically get away from the people. If they did get up on dude and them, like how dude and them was standing out there on the other side of them, y'all will be able to see this is where they parked at, and this is the car that they was gonna grab them and get right up out of there. I want y'all to really take full initiative and take a moment of silence and take the way that they present the evidence, because they present it in a way that we can understand it. And Young Dolph, he would prefer for his case to get solved. He would prefer for Mia J to do what she gotta do, keep all them guys from away from her and his kids, because the same thing that happened with him, it could happen to anyone that his people that he was affiliated with. We don't want that to happen, because we want people to sit back and look at it for what it is. We don't want people to take it and blow it out of context. Young Dolph didn't deserve for him to basically leave like that. They did him wrong. They did him a way that they don't usually do people in Memphis. But we already know for a fact that Memphis they treacherous. A lot of people out there, they good. They got good intentions, but a lot of people really want money. A lot of people don't got money. It's a lot of things that's going on that's uncalled for, that people don't really want to get involved in, because they don't want to have to move about the city or basically put themselves in jeopardy. A lot of people, families still out there. Young Dolph family is the main ones grieving, because that was a big hit. It makes me so sad, and it makes me so irritated and agitated at certain times. My anxiety kicks in, and I start thinking why would they do this to him? Why would, right after Lotto Desto basically pass away with the unknown driver who was the shooter, the dude hopped out and basically aired a car out. Right after that happened, that's when everything started kicking off. That's when everything started unfolding. It was a domino effect. Govan got locked up, Big Jook got locked up, Govan got out, TZ got hit up, Raven came out and basically try to cover up, try to go at the bloggers, everything. We know this, and we know this sad, but my heart goes out to the people who really was in Dolph's corner, who really cared for Dolph. I want y'all honest opinion on how y'all feel about Young Dolph being in this situation, and a lot of people that he was working with and he was paying to basically, he put the hood on. He put Memphis on the map. A lot of people thought that Young Dolph was one of the guys who basically gonna sit back and just help. And then when somebody get down on him, he don't do nothing about it. That's like a borderline between crazy and you on some finesse and stuff. A lot of people sit back and people want to know, why was Dolph in that cookie shop that day, that time? The guy who was in there with him, when did we hear about Young Dolph brother? We heard about Young Dolph brother after the situation, after Young Dolph artist came out. Why did they let that white car leave? Why didn't Maurice Hill try to block off the white car with his black Lincoln? Why didn't he block it off if Raven them literally weren't there and you see a hole in the window and you see this car pulling off? Why you ain't get the license plate? Why you ain't try to tail the car so that you can see why was they just leaving from sporadically out of your shop and hopping back in that car with them guns? I want y'all to let me know. I want y'all to give y'all honest opinion on what y'all think. It won't hurt to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you really if you know Dolph, or if you want Dolph to basically come around. If you guys want to basically support, you can literally hit the like button and share this video. RP Dolph. I'm not gonna mention the names that they brought out because I don't want to raise any type of raise no heat in Memphis. Young Dolph helped a lot of people out there. The entry for these guys to even get themselves to get any money around this time, because a lot of them they literally they had to basically entry in CMG in order to even be trusted enough to carry out the hit. It was a lot of money placed out there. Some of the money was divided up. We know by them basically getting the package to be trusted enough to carry out and go to Makita's, make sure everything is done. After everything is done, it's everybody know, and we gonna sit back and we gonna look at it for what it is. The information that I'm about to tell you guys, they walked in. CMG had a whole sit down with everybody who's in the mix, everybody who's all the big heads of every clique in Memphis. RIP Young Dolph. It took Raven whole family just to get Young Dolph to come there. They all played a role. They all played this act of, we gonna wait till Young Dolph get in, and then that's when it all gonna go down, because we still gotta make the call to Yo Gotti. It was phone calls placed out at the time of the arrival of Young Dolph. A lot of people in Memphis, they know whenever someone jumps out there and they put their life on the line like that, it has to have some ties with somebody getting paid. Half of the money was divided out to a few members in Young Dolph PRE Empire camp. A lot of people, they didn't know that the money was split up. That's why it was a big amount that was placed. All of the money that Raven, her father, her mother, and basically the cookie shop that everybody said that this happened at, the money that they got, they didn't have to split it with nobody. This is why they stayed solid and kept their mouth closed throughout this whole 2 years. I'd like to say R.I.P. Dolph, and I would like to give a moment of silence for Young Dolph. It upsets me and it hurts me so bad, because I know his kids, they asking where my daddy at, and a lot of people still coming around them that is still connected with the people who the money was divided up to. The money was split in 4 ways. This is a sad situation. Young Dolph, he knew for a fact that one day he may have it coming, because of the previous beefs and the previous way he turned down a lot of deals. Young Dolph artist, he asked one question. He said, why did they have to do that to my man Dolph? And then next thing you know, he came up missing. They said that he was in hiding. Rumors speculated that a lot of people, they wanted Dolph up out of here. And this is why it took a few people from Young Dolph camp and the rest of the people from Yo Gotti camp. This is a sad situation, but we know for a fact that this happens all the time. This happens on a regular, daily basis. Whenever you're in the streets and you're dealing with certain people and certain criteria of things. It was a Challenger, all black tinted windows that pulled up